Yeah. Just waking up, you know the feeling. The sun creeps in slow, no rush, no ceiling. Another day, another chance to breathe. Let the beat carry what I believe. Yeah. Golden stripes across the wooden floor. The alarm didn't ring, but I don't need it anymore. Stretching out the sleep from my bones. Phone on silent, I'm ignoring all the tones. The world outside is moving way too fast, but in this room I'm making moments last. Coffee brewing on the counter, steam rising slow. The morning playlist on, letting the vibe flow. Don't check the news, don't need the stress. Right now I'm living in a state of bliss. Pajama pants and a faded tee, the only uniform that ever fit me. Morning light through blinds, I'm taking my time. No race to run, no mountain to climb. Just the beat in my chest and the warmth on my skin. This is where the good days always begin. Morning light through blinds, the world can't wait. I'm right on time even if I'm late. The groove says stay a little longer here. Everything I need is already near. Barefoot walking to the window pane. The city's waking but I'm not in the game. Birds on the wire singing their own song, reminding me that simple things are never wrong. Toast in the toaster, butter on the side. The little rituals that keep me alive. I used to rush through mornings like a blur. Now every sip of coffee is a cure for the anxiety that used to run the show. I learned to let it breathe and let it go. The tempo of my life has changed its pace, and I found rhythm in this slower space. Morning light through blinds, I'm taking my time. No race to run, no mountain to climb. Just the beat in my chest and the warmth on my skin. This is where the good days always begin. Morning light through blinds, the world can't wait. I'm right on time even if I'm late. The groove says stay a little longer here. Everything I need is already near. Messages piling up, I'll get to them later. My peace of mind is the non-negotiator. Scrolling less, living more, that's the trade. Every small decision is a foundation laid for a life that doesn't burn me out by noon. Dancing in the kitchen to my favorite tune. The mirror shows a face that's finally calm. No longer holding on with the tightened palm. Open hands catch more than closed fists ever could. I'm understanding things I never understood about the beauty of a quiet start. The way a morning shapes the heart. And if the afternoon brings chaos to my door, I'll remember what this stillness was for. A reservoir of calm I built at dawn, to carry with me till the day is gone. The light shifts slowly, shadows growing long, but the morning groove keeps playing on and on. Morning light through blinds, I'm taking my time. No race to run, no mountain to climb. Just the beat in my chest and the warmth on my skin. This is where the good days always begin. Morning light through blinds, the world can't wait. I'm right on time even if I'm late. The groove says stay a little longer here. Everything I need is already near. Sun is higher now, the room is gold. Some stories don't need to be told. Just felt, just known, just held inside. The morning light, my faithful guide, yeah. The morning light, yeah. Yeah, the morning light. Tap, tap, tap on the glass. Sky is gray, but I'm not sad. The rain can fall, let it pour. It's the soundtrack I've been waiting for. Clouds rolling in like a blanket over town. The streets are empty, everyone's hunkered down. But I'm by the window with a cup of something warm, finding peace inside a gentle storm. Each drop of rhythm on the windowsill, nature's drummer playing what it will. No two patterns ever quite the same. The rain composes and I forget my name. The books are stacked, I might read one today, or I might just sit and let my thoughts decay into the kind of nothing that's actually full, the kind of silence that's never dull. Rain on the window, washing the world clean. Every drop a note in a slow-moving scene. Let it fall, I got nowhere to be. The rain and the beat are enough company. Rain on the window, the world's in grayscale, but inside my mind there's a colorful trail. The rhythm of the weather syncs with my soul, letting go of what I can't control. The plants on the sill are drinking it in. Green leaves glisten in the quiet wind. Thunder rolls distant, a low bass note, like the universe clearing its throat. I think about the people running through the wet, umbrellas turning inside out, getting upset. And I used to be that, always in a fight against the weather, against the night. But somewhere along the line I learned to yield, to let the rain be a force field between me and everything that wants my attention. A wet walled room is my intervention. Rain on the window, washing the world clean. Every drop a note in a slow-moving scene. Let it fall, I got nowhere to be. The rain and the beat are enough company. Rain on the window, the world's in grayscale, but inside my mind there's a colorful trail. The rhythm of the weather syncs with my soul, letting go of what I can't control. Afternoon fades and the rain keeps on, a steady companion since the break of dawn. The street lights flicker on, reflecting in the wet orange pools of light I won't forget. The city looks different through a rain street lens. Softer edges, blurred ends, even the traffic sounds muffled and kind. The rain has rewritten the daily grind. I open the window just to crack, feel the mist, a cool reminder that moments like this don't come from planning, don't come from stress. They come from letting the weather confess. Some people wait for the sun to return, but I found something that they never learned. The gray has a beauty all its own, a quiet grace that's rarely shown. When the sky clears up and the birds come out, I'll step outside without a doubt. But till then I'm right where I should be. Rain on the glass, the beat and me. Yeah. Rain on the window, washing the world clean. Every drop a note in a slow-moving scene. Let it fall, I got nowhere to be. The rain and the beat are enough company. Rain on the window, the world's in grayscale, but inside my mind there's a colorful trail. The rhythm of the weather syncs with my soul, letting go of what I can't control. The rain slows down to a gentle mist. The final drops like a goodbye kiss. The pavement shines, the air is new, and I'm still here, just seeing it through. Rain on the window, rain in my mind, rain that leaves everything behind. It's 2 a.m., the world is asleep, but my mind is running deep. That's okay, I made peace with the night. The quiet hours got the clearest light. Yeah. Clock on the wall, ticking way too loud. Head on the pillow, but I'm lost in the cloud. Not the anxious kind, not the worried type. Just the kind of thinking that the daylight fights. Ideas floating like dust in the beam. Half awake dreams and things in between. The ceiling fan spins its silent film while I navigate this mental realm. Phone on the nightstand, face down and dark. The only glow is my own internal spark. Processing the day and rewinding slow. The conversations, the yes and no. 2 in the morning, thoughts they hit different. No filter, no audience, no need to be consistent. The truth comes out when the noise fades away. 2 in the morning, got a lot to say. 2 in the morning, and the world is still. My mind is a canvas and time is the fill. The thoughts come easy when nobody's around. In the silence, the real me is found. Yeah, remember that thing I said at dinner last week? Made me cringe so hard I couldn't speak. But at 2 a.m. it doesn't seem so bad. just a human moment that I had. The replay loop is gentler in the dark. The inner critic lost its bite and bark. I make peace with the awkward and the strange. The midnight mind has a wider range of understanding, of letting go, of realizing what I didn't know, that everyone's lying in their bed sometimes with their own 2 a.m. rewind. 2 in the morning, thoughts they hit different. No filter, no audience, no need to be consistent. The truth comes out when the noise fades away. 2 in the morning, got a lot to say. 2 in the morning, and the world is still. My mind is a canvas and time is the fill. The thoughts come easy when nobody's around. In the silence, the real me is found. I think about the people I don't see no more, the friends that drifted to a different shore. No anger, no blame, just the way it goes, like a river branching where the current flows. At 2 a.m. the feelings surface clean. No pretense, no attempt to intervene, just memories floating like they own the room. Soft lit portraits in the mental gloom, and I smile because we had our time. Even if the story didn't rhyme, the chapter closed, but the book's still here, and the midnight makes it crystal clear. The clock hits 3 and my eyes get heavy. The thoughts slow down, the mind gets steady. The gift of the late night starts to fade, but the clarity it brought me stays. Tomorrow I'll wake up and join the race, but I'll carry this stillness on my face. A secret that the nighttime let me keep before I drift away to sleep. 2 in the morning, thoughts they hit different. No filter, no audience, no need to be consistent. The truth comes out when the noise fades away. 2 in the morning, got a lot to say. 2 in the morning, and the world is still. My mind is a canvas and time is the fill. The thoughts come easy when nobody's around. In the silence, the real me is found. The room grows dimmer, the thoughts grow thin. The sleep is coming, I'll let it in. The night's been honest, the night's been kind. 2 in the morning, peace of mind. 2 in the morning, yeah. 2 in the morning. Wheels humming on the avenue. The backseat got the better view. Nobody bothers me back here. The city scrolls by like a souvenir. Yeah, got my headphones on, but the music's low, mixing with the engines hum below. Window seat, forehead on the glass, watching neighborhood slowly pass. The old lady with her shopping cart, the kids playing ball in the park. The barber shop with the spinning sign, all of it's a movie and the ticket's mine. The bus jerks forward, someone coughed. The driver waves at a guy who's crossing off. I'm invisible in the very last row, the observer of a world I know. Backseat of the bus, I'm just passing through. No one knows my name and that's the truth. The city unfolds like a living book from the backseat where nobody looks. Backseat of the bus, my mobile home, a window seat in a rolling poem. I'm not in a rush, I'm not running late. The journey itself is the perfect state. Yeah. We stop at a light and the world stands still. A man on the corner with a saxophone skill, playing for change, but he's playing for real. The notes cut through the traffic still. For 30 seconds I'm in the jazz cafe, then the light turns green and we pull away. But the melody lingers in my chest, another small moment that I was blessed to catch. From the backseat angle, everything's a frame. The mundane turns into something I can't name, a poetry that doesn't need a pen. The city writing itself again and again. Backseat of the bus, I'm just passing through. No one knows my name and that's the truth. The city unfolds like a living book from the backseat where nobody looks. Backseat of the bus, my mobile home, a window seat in a rolling poem. I'm not in a rush, I'm not running late. The journey itself is the perfect state. The seats fill up, then empty out again. Strangers becoming familiar now and then. The student with the backpack full of dreams, the worker whose exhaustion strains the seams. Everyone's a story I will never read. Just glimpses of a life at slower speed. And I wonder if anyone looks at me and makes up who I might be. Probably not, and that's just fine. I'm a background character in this design. Happy to observe, content to ride. The backseat is my place to hide from pride. My stop is coming up, but I might stay on. Let the route complete, let the day be gone. The bus goes in a loop across the town. I could ride forever, never touch down. But the pull of home is gentle, not a shove. A different kind of forward that I love. The automated voice calls out my street, and I'll rise up from my window seat. Backseat of the bus, I'm just passing through. No one knows my name, and that's the truth. The city unfolds like a living book from the backseat where nobody looks. Backseat of the bus, my mobile home, a window seat in a rolling poem. I'm not in a rush, I'm not running late. The journey itself is the perfect state. The doors slide open, I step to the ground. The bus rolls off with a diesel sound. But I'll be back tomorrow, same place, same ride. In the backseat, watching the world collide. Yeah, the backseat. Faces frayed, souls worn thin. They know every road I've been. The scarfs and stains, they tell the tale of every mountain, every trail. Bought them fresh 3 summers back. Clean white canvas, not a crack. Now they're great with hints of green from that one hike through the ravine. The left one squeaks when the pavement's wet. The right one's got a cigarette burn I regret, but I can't throw them out, they're part of me. A footwear autobiography. They walked me through my first heartbreak when I paced all night by the frozen lake. They danced at my sister's wedding reception. Every scuff a different lesson. Old sneakers on my feet, carrying my history. Every step is comfortable, every step is mystery. They don't make them like this anymore. These shoes have opened every door. Old sneakers, worn and true. Can't walk away from what I've been through. The more they fade, the more I see. These old sneakers are made of me. The sole is peeling near the toe, but that's where all the stories grow. The miles add up, the grip wears down, but I've never felt more solid on the ground. My mom says buy a new pair please, but she don't understand the memories. These shoes have been to places maps can't show. Internal landscapes I've come to know. They carry doubts I didn't speak through the weeks that felt uniquely weak. And when the sun came out again, these same sneakers walked me through the men. Those sneakers on my feet, carrying my history. Every step is comfortable, every step is mystery. They don't make them like this anymore. These shoes have opened every door. Old sneakers, worn and true. Can't walk away from what I've been through. The more they fade, the more I see. These old sneakers are made of me. The laces snapped and I replaced them twice, but the originals were sacrificed to the pavement guys who let me pass through the hard times that weren't built to last. I got newer shoes still in the box, but they don't have the paradox of being broken yet completely sound. The most reliable thing I found in the world is always swapping out the new. I'm holding on to something true. These sneakers taught me how to stand in every weather, on every land. One day the holes will be too wide, the rain will soak through to the other side, and I'll retire them to the closet shelf, a monument to my former self. But I'll nod at them when I pass by, a silent thank you, not goodbye, because the walk continues either way. The shoes may change, but not the gait. Old sneakers on my feet, carrying my history. Every step is comfortable, every step is mystery. They don't make them like this anymore. These shoes have opened every door. Old sneakers, worn and true, can't walk away from what I've been through. The more they fade, the more I see these old sneakers are made of me. Step by step, the path unfolds. New sneakers wait, or so I'm told. But for now, these old ones fit just right, walking me gently into the night. Old sneakers, old friend. The calendar's blank and so is my mind. Sunday stretches out like it's undefined. No meetings, no calls, no place to show. Just the slowest day I know. Pancakes at 11, why not at noon? Sunday doesn't follow the weekday tune. The paper's at the doorstep, I might take a glance, or I might just leave it all to chance. The fridge is humming this familiar song, and I'm still in my robe where I belong. The plants got water, that's my big win. The bar for Sunday is comfortably thin. Neighbors mowing lawns down the street. The buzz becomes a lo-fi beat. I let the effort be the background noise. Sunday is for balancing the poise. Sunday has no deadline hanging over me. No alarm, no urgency, just the freedom to be. The clock can tick, I won't watch. The whole day's a cozy patch to watch. Sunday has no deadline, I'm off the grid, the best day of the week, and I'm glad I did absolutely nothing that the world demands. Just the open time slipping through my hands. Afternoon drifts in like a lazy guest. No expectations, no real request. The couch and I are having an affair, a committed relationship beyond compare. I scroll through photos from the week before, laugh at the chaos I used to adore. The workday version of me seems far away, a character from a different play. Here on Sunday I can let them rest. Take off the armor, take off the vest. The essential me resurfaces slow, like bread dough, rising, letting go. Sunday has no deadline hanging over me. No alarm, no urgency, just the freedom to be. The clock can tick, I won't watch. The whole day's a cozy patch to watch. Sunday has no deadline, I'm off the grid, the best day of the week, and I'm glad I did absolutely nothing that the world demands. Just the open time slipping through my hands. The sun starts setting earlier than I'd like. Painting orange on my bike, still parked from last night's ride. The evening brings the hint of Monday blues, but Sunday's got a way of softening the news that tomorrow the race begins again. But tonight I'm still among the zen. I order takeout, don't even cook. The lazy Sunday playbook is the only book I'm reading now, from cover to cover. The lesson is don't let the grind smother the part of you that needs a day to breathe. Sunday is the air that I receive. Don't get me wrong, I love the weekday hustle too, but every engine needs a cool down, that's the truth. Sunday is the pit stop in the race, where I check my soul and slow the pace. When midnight comes and Sunday takes its bow, I'll be ready for the week somehow, because I filled the tank with nothingness, the most productive kind of rest. Sunday has no deadline hanging over me. No alarm, no urgency, just the freedom to be. The clock can tick, I won't watch. The whole day's a cozy patch to watch. Sunday has no deadline, I'm off the grid, the best day of the week, and I'm glad I did absolutely nothing that the world demands. Just the open time slipping through my hands. Sunday night, the stars come through. The week ahead looks better now, it's true. I'll see you next week, same time, same piece. Sunday, my sweet release. Endless rim, cracked concrete ground. The only sound is my rebound. The court is empty, the game is done, but I'm still here, just shooting one on one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chain link fence with the rusted spots. The summer heat still trapped in the asphalt lots. I bring my own ball worn down to the grain, and the rhythm of the dribble eases every pain. The echo of the bounce off the backboard glass, a metronome for moments as they pass. Nobody watching, nobody keeping score, just a man in the court and nothing more. The 3-point line is faded but it's there. I take my shot and let it hang in the air. The switch, the miss, it doesn't matter now. The ritual itself provides the how. Empty basketball court, just me and the sound of the ball hitting pavement, going round after round. No crowd, no clock, no pressure to win. The game is pure when no one's tuned in. Empty basketball court, my sanctuary space, where the world disappears without a trace. Just the squeak of my shoes and the arc of the ball in this empty court. I've got it all, yeah, yeah. I used to play here with the crew back then, 5-on-5 talking trash with my friends. We'd argue fouls and celebrate threes, those summer evenings blowing through the trees. Now they're scattered across the map in time. Careers and families, a different climb. But when I'm here alone I feel them near, the ghost of laughter ringing in my ear. The court remembers every game we played, every comeback, every mistake we made. It holds the history in its weathered paint, a silent witness, never a complaint. Empty basketball court, just me and the sound of the ball hitting pavement, going round after round. No crowd, no clock, no pressure to win. The game is pure when no one's tuned in. Empty basketball court, my sanctuary space, where the world disappears without a trace. Just the squeak of my shoes and the arc of the ball in this empty court. I've got it all, yeah, 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 yeah. A kid rides past on his bike and stops to stare. I wave him over, ask if he wants to share. The court's not mine, it never really was. It belongs to anyone who needs it just because. The world outside is heavy, but in here it's light. The hoop forgives, it doesn't hold a grudge or fight. I miss a layup, and the kid just grins. That's the beauty, you just begin again. No permanent failure, no lasting loss, just the ball in the net and the gentle toss. We play a game of horse, he beats me fair. The torch of the court passes in the air. The sun dips low behind the school across the way. The court gets golden in its final ray. The streetlights flicker on, first one, then two. It's almost time to bid the court adieu. But I'll be back when life gets loud again, when I need silence dressed as a friend. The empty court will wait with open arms, a rectangle of peace with no alarms. Yeah, yeah. Empty basketball court, just me and the sound of the ball hitting pavement, going round after round. No crowd, no clock, no pressure to win. The game is pure when no one's tuned in. Empty basketball court, my sanctuary space, where the world disappears without a trace. Just the squeak of my shoes and the arc of the ball in this empty court. I've got it all. I pack my ball and head on home. The court stays empty, standing all alone. But it's not lonely, it's patiently waiting for the next soul who needs liberating. Empty court, full heart. Yeah. Fingers wrapped around ceramic heat, the steam curling up in a gentle greet. Outside is freezing, inside is calm. This cup of something warm is my lucky charm. first sip hits, eyes half closed. The temperature spreads from my head to my toes. The mug is chipped a little on the rim, but that imperfection is why I picked him. From the shelf at the thrift store months ago, will only cup with the story I'll never know. Now it's my morning anchor in the spin of a world that's always trying to reel me in. The news is shouting from a screen somewhere, but my mug and I have chosen not to care for just 10 minutes while the liquid lasts. The present moment holds me fast. Warm cup in a cold world, my daily defense against the chill of coincidence. The steam says slow down, the taste says stay. This warmth is enough to get me through the day. Warm cup in a cold world, a simple shield, a pocket of peace that I built and healed when everything outside is frozen and hard. I've got my sanctuary in a ceramic shard. The ritual of brewing is a kind of prayer. The sound of water boiling, the fragrant air, the ground's releasing what they've held inside. A transformation that I can't hide from if I try. It teaches patience, which I always need. The water takes its time, the flavor takes the lead. Can't rush the process, can't skip the wait. The best things brew at their own rate. And when it's ready and I take my seat, the warmth spreads further than the physical heat. It's a signal to my nervous system we're okay, at least for this small window of the day. Warm cup in a cold world, my daily defense against the chill of coincidence. The steam says slow down, the taste says stay. This warmth is enough to get me through the day. Warm cup in a cold world, a simple shield, the pocket of peace that I built and healed when everything outside is frozen and hard. I've got my sanctuary in a ceramic shard. The second cup is never quite the same. The urgency is faded along with the flame of needing something to jumpstart my soul back up to. The warmth has made me whole. I watch the birds outside peck at the frost, reminded of all the things I haven't lost. The simple gifts that cost me nothing real, like holding warmth and learning how to feel. My phone is buzzing but I mute the sound. The mug and I are on hallowed ground, a treaty signed between me and the rush. The terms are simple, quiet, warmth and hush. Some people chase the grand and the extreme. I found my peace in a little steam. You don't need much to anchor to the now, just something warm and a slowed down brow. The cup will cool and the moment will pass, but I've learned that nothing built to last is as precious as the things that fade. The warmth, the sip, the peace I made. Warm cup in a cold world, my daily defense against the chill of coincidence. The steam says slow down, the taste says stay. This warmth is enough to get me through the day. Warm cup in a cold world, a simple shield, the pocket of peace that I built and healed when everything outside is frozen and hard. I've got my sanctuary in the ceramic shard. The last sip's cold, but I don't mind. The warmth inside is the lasting kind. The mug goes in the sink, the day begins, but the peace I brewed still hums within. Warm cup, cold world, I win.
Click the seal this tight, the world outside loses its bite. Nothing but the beat between my ears, a private concert that nobody hears. Commute is packed, shoulder to shoulder, but my soundtrack makes me bolder. The screech of the train becomes a hi-hat. I'm not here, I'm where the music's at. The man beside me's arguing on the phone. but I'm in a saxophone zone. The woman's makeup spilling from her bag. I didn't notice the bass just slapped. The city chaos filters through the phone. The headphones build my mobile home. A bubble made of rhythm and a bass where I control the time and space. Headphones on, the world is off. Every beat a shelter soft enough to block the static, to kill the noise. My ears, my rules, my private boy. Headphones on, I'm in my zone. A kingdom built on a bass tone. Let the world spin wild and fast. I'm in the music built to last. Walking through the supermarket aisles, the playlist turns the errands into miles of cinematic scenes without a script. The broccoli becomes a movie clip. The cashier asks a question, I just nod. The piano solo brings me closer to God, or whatever you call that feeling when the melody dissolves the daily din. I walk home slower than I need to walk, because the bridge just hit and I refuse to talk. The album's almost done, I'll loop it back. The neighborhood's more beautiful and black and crackle. Headphones on, the world is off. Every beat a shelter soft enough to block the static, to kill the noise. My ears, my rules, my private boy. Headphones on, I'm in my zone. A kingdom built on a bass tone. Let the world spin wild and fast. I'm in the music built to last. I've got different playlists for different moods. The rainy day one smooths out the grooves. The late night one's a little more slow. The morning one's got that get up glow. My friends make fun of my collection size, but they don't know the music saves my life. In little ways, in quiet daily doses. The kind of medicine that no one prescribes. The doctor couldn't write a note for this. The therapist can't replicate the bliss of the perfect song at the perfect time, when nothing's wrong and nothing needs to rhyme. The battery's dying, the red light blinks, but I've stored enough to save the brinks. The music lingers even when it stops. The echo of the beat never really drops. I'll charge them up for tomorrow's ride. Another day with music as my guide. The phone was wearing thin, the cable's frayed, but these headphones know every mood I've played. Headphones on, the world is off. Every beat a shelter soft enough to block the static, to kill the noise. My ears, my rules, my private voice. Headphones on, I'm in my zone. A kingdom built on a bass tone. Let the world spin wild and fast. I'm in the music built to last. I slide them off, the world returns, but something in my chest still burns. The music's quiet but the vibe remains, flowing through my unseen veins. Headphones off, but the peace stays on. Headphones off, the song's not gone.
The day exhales, the night inhales. I'm somewhere in between the two tails. Not quite awake, not quite asleep. Just drifting through the evening, slow and deep. The day, The sky is doing watercolor things, pink and purple bleeding into wings of clouds that spread across the fading blue. The day is signing off and I am too. The dinner dish is drying by the sink. The last of daylight shrinking to a wink. The neighborhood is quieting its tone. For a moment I don't check my phone. I sit on the porch and watch the shift. A daily miracle, a cosmic gift. A transition that nobody really sees. The evening's gentle landing on the trees. Drifting through the evening, no anchor, no sail. Between the daylight story and the nighttime tale. The in-between hour when nothing is asked. When the mask I've worn all day can be unmasked. Drifting through the evening, weightless and free. The hour that belongs entirely to me. No past to regret, no future to fear. just the drifting evening, crystal clear. A jogger passes with a nod and a wave, the simple connection that the evening gave. The crickets tuning up their nightly band, the first stars flickering on demand. The air cools down from the afternoon heat, and the rhythm of the dark begins its beat. I think about the people that I love, the ones below, the ones above. The evening has a way of pulling threads between the living and the absent dead. Not sad exactly, more like bittersweet acknowledgement that life is incomplete. Drifting through the evening, no anchor, no sail, between the daylight story and the nighttime tale. The in-between hour when nothing is asked, when the mask I've worn all day can be unmasked. Drifting through the evening, weightless and free, the hour that belongs entirely to me. No past to regret, no future to fear, just the drifting evening, crystal clear. Yeah. The streetlights make their pools of amber glow, and I'm reminded that I'm lucky just to know this quiet, this peace, this slowing of the wheel. The evening makes the theoretical feel real, like everything connects in some vast web that the daylight stress and strain would try to ebb. But here it does, the pattern reappears, dissolving all the artificial fears. The breeze picks up and rustles through the leaves, a language that the soul already perceives, without translation, without any thought. The evening teaches what the day forgot. Soon the night will fully claim the sky, and I'll go inside without a sigh. The evening's done its quiet work on me, a gentle sculptor setting tensions free. Tomorrow I'll rejoin the frantic race, but I'll carry this hour on my face, a reservoir of calm beneath the skin. The evening's lasting discipline. Drifting through the evening, no anchor, no sail, between the daylight story and the nighttime tale. The in-between hour when nothing is asked, when the mask I've worn all day can be unmasked. Drifting through the evening, weightless and free, the hour that belongs entirely to me. No past to regret, no future to fear, just the drifting evening, crystal clear. The last light fades, the first star wins, the evening ends, the night begins. But I'm still drifting somewhere between, the most peaceful place I've ever been. Drifting, just drifting. Drop the keys, let the day fall away. The front door closes, and I'm finally okay. The jingle fades, the silence grows. The best part of the day is when nobody knows. The hallway dark, I don't bother with the light, just the glow from the kitchen, soft and white. The fridge hums its welcome home refrain. I'm back in my kingdom, out of the rain of emails and deadlines and small talk fatigue. This one bedroom apartment is my league of extraordinary gentlemen of one, where the armor comes off and the healing's begun. Shoes kicked off at some random angle, the lace is tangled in a domestic tangle. The couch accepts me like a long lost friend, and the evening stretches out without end. Keys on the counter, I'm finally home. The door shuts out the world I used to roam. The quiet wraps around me like a coat. The only sound is the lump in my throat, dissolving slow as the tension leaves my spine. Keys on the counter, the rest of the night is mine. Nothing to prove, nowhere to perform, just a man in a space sheltering from the storm. Yeah. I warm up up leftovers, don't even plate the little rebellions that make life great. Eating standing up by the kitchen sink, the water dripping, a percussive link to the rhythm of a life that slowed its roll. No audience, no judgment, no control from anyone but me and my own clock. The tick is gentle, it doesn't mock the way the office clock used to stare me down. Counting minutes like a circus clown. Now the minutes are mine to spend or waste. Keys on the counter, I've reclaimed my taste. Keys on the counter, I'm finally home. The door shuts out the world I used to roam. The quiet wraps around me like a coat. The only sound is the lump in my throat, dissolving slow as the tension leaves my spine. Keys on the counter, the rest of the night is mine. Nothing to prove, nowhere to perform, just a man in his space sheltering from the storm. The mirror in the bathroom knows my face, without the public smile, without the chase. The eyebrows relax, the jaw unclenches slow. The real reflection starts to show, the one that doesn't need to be impressed, the one that's honestly just tired and blessed, in equal measure in the same tired skin. The war is over, and I didn't have to win, just survive another round of expectations and come back to these four walls of salvation. The shower steam erases what remains of other people's ink block stains. Some people feel lonely when they're on their own, but solitude's a seed that I have grown into a garden where the plants don't need the constant water of external greed. For validation, for likes, for nods, the keys on the counter have become my god. Small and metal, simple and true, they unlock the version of me that's true. Keys on the counter, I'm finally home. The door shuts out the world I used to roam. The quiet wraps around me like a coat. The only sound is the lump in my throat, dissolving slow as the tension leaves my spine. Keys on the counter, the rest of the night is mine. Nothing to prove, nowhere to perform, just a man in his space, sheltering from the storm. The keys sit still, the night wears on. Another day survived, another dawn will come too soon, but for now I'm here. Keys on the counter, the path is clear. Window cracked, the curtain sways. The outside finds its gentle ways to remind me that the world still spins, and every ending just begins again. Summer evening, the heat starts to break. The breeze slips in like a small mistake that turns out right, that turns out cool, that turns the bedroom into a pool of moving air and dying light. The fan is off, the breeze is right. I'm sprawled across the unmade sheets. The pillow carries the day's defeats and victories all mingled into one. The fabric holds what I've become. Today at least, the current draft. The breeze erases fore and aft. Breeze through the screen, invisible friend, carrying nothing and everything that won't end. The scent of cut grass, the sound of a car, the distant reminder of how small we are. Breeze through the screen, a natural high. No drug, no drink, just the air drifting by. It costs me nothing to breathe it in. The breeze through the screen, my original win. I hear the neighbors laughing on their porch. The clink of glass is a distant torch of human connection. I'm not part of the night, but the breeze assures me that's alright. And not every evening needs a crowd to bloom. Sometimes the richest feast is in this room, with just the curtains dancing in the drive. The gentle movement is an autograph signed by the universe addressed to me. A little note, you're where you need to be. The breeze agrees and circles back for more. A conversation without metaphor. Breeze through the screen, invisible friend, carrying nothing and everything that won't end. The scent of cut grass, the sound of how small we are. Breeze through the screen, a natural high. No drug, no drink, just the air drifting by. It costs me nothing to breathe it in. The breeze through the screen, my original win. The wind chime on the balcony speaks up, a random melody that fills my cup. No composing, no sheet music, no plan, just the breeze being more creative than man. I close my eyes and let the notes dissolve the problems that I didn't need to solve are carried off on currents I can't see. The breeze performs a quiet surgery, removing what was never mine to hold, the worries that were never mine to fold into origami shapes of stress and fear. The breeze untangles and the path is clear. When winter comes and the windows seal, the breeze becomes a memory I feel in my chest when I recall these nights. The summer air, the softest lights, but the breeze is patient. It will wait for spring to crack the window gate, and it will rush back in like no time passed. The breeze and I, a friendship built to last. Breeze through the screen, invisible friend, carrying nothing and everything that won't end. The scent of cut grass, the sound of a car, the distant reminder of how small we are. Breeze through the screen, a natural high. No drug, no drink, just the air drifting by. It costs me nothing to breathe it in. The breeze through the screen, my original win. The curtain settles, the wind dies down, but the peace remains, doesn't leave town. The screen is just a frame tonight for the breeze that taught me how to lighten. Breeze through the screen. Walking with no destination map. The cracks in the concrete hold the facts that I've been thinking about for way too long. The sidewalk's patient, it hums along. Yeah, yeah. Left foot, right foot, the simplest machine. A meditation masked as routine. The cracks become a metaphor for change. The way the ground adjusts, the way it rearranges. Under pressure, under time, under weather, nothing stays smooth and tight forever, and that's okay. The cracks let water through. The imperfections are what make it true. I step around the dandelion growing bold, through broken pavement, a story told about persistence, about finding light in the hardest places, day and night. Sidewalk philosopher, thinking way too deep about the patterns that the city keeps. The gum stains, the chalk art, the faded lines. Every inch of pavement holds 1,000 signs. Sidewalk philosopher, nobody asks my thoughts, but the concrete listens, whether it ought to or not. I'm just walking and talking to myself inside. The sidewalk is the cheapest therapist I've tried. Ay, ay. I pass a coffee shop with window steam, the couple at the table, their future being dreamed, or maybe just discuss, maybe just survive. The sidewalk sees it all, the lows and highs. It held the protest signs in the parade, the first date footsteps shy in the late, the runner's pace, the elders' careful shuffle, the daily opera that the street lamps muffle. I'm just another actor on this stage. The sidewalk's been here longer than my age. You've seen 1,000 versions of this walk, the philosopher, the dreamer, and the talk. Sidewalk philosopher, thinking way too deep about the patterns that the city keeps. The gum stains, the chalk art, the faded lines. Every inch of pavement holds 1,000 signs. Sidewalk philosopher, nobody asks my thoughts, but the concrete listens, whether it ought to or not. I'm just walking and talking to myself inside. The sidewalk is the cheapest therapist I've tried. Hey, A child's hopscotch grit is fading in the sun, drawn in chalk. The game already done, but the numbers linger like a phantom score. The child who drew them doesn't live here anymore. Moved away or grew up or just moved on. The sidewalk remembers after everyone is gone. It holds the evidence of little hands, the temporary kingdoms, the brief plans. And so do I, I'm just a different kind. The sidewalk philosopher with too much time. A little weathered, a little cracked, a little worn, but still here walking since the day I was born. I stop at a crossing, wait for the signal change. The red hand blinking like it's trying to arrange a moment of stillness in the forward march. The sidewalk teaches me the art of starch and patience, standing firm while cars rush by. The concrete doesn't flinch and neither will I. The light turns green, the walk sign glows. The philosopher continues where the curtain flows. Sidewalk philosopher, thinking way too deep about the patterns that the city keeps. The gum stains, the chalk art, the faded lines. Every inch of pavement holds 1,000 signs. Sidewalk philosopher, nobody has my thoughts, but the concrete listens whether it ought to or not. I'm just walking and talking to myself inside. The sidewalk is the cheapest therapist I've tried. I turn for home, the sidewalk turns with me. A loyal companion that will always be under my feet wherever I may roam. The sidewalk philosopher is going home. The box is open. The box is open, one slice remains. The night's last soldier on the cardboard planes. Nobody claimed it, nobody dared, but I see it sitting there and I'm prepared. Cold pizza, don't pretend you're too good. Everybody knows the morning aftertaste is underrated food. The cheese is stiffened and the pepperoni shines. This is the breakfast of philosophers in good times. The crust is chewy, a commitment to the bite, but something about it feels exactly right. It represents the choices that we make, the ones nobody watches, the ones for our own sake. The little victories that nobody applauds. The last piece of pizza is a gift from the gods of late night hanging out and talking about dreams of friendships stitched together at the seams. Last piece of pizza, nobody else wanted you, but I see your value, yes I do. The box is empty, now the night is through. Last piece of pizza, I'm glad it was you. Last piece of pizza, the underdog supreme. The final chapter of a shared extreme. The satisfaction of finishing what we start. The last piece hitting different in the heart. Yeah, 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 yeah. We ordered too much, like we always do. The eyes bigger than the stomachs in the crew, but the conversation flowed like the garlic dip. And nobody was checking on the chip, but time we spent just letting the hours dissolve into laughter that the pizza helped evolve into stories that we'll tell for years ahead. About that night we should have all been in bed, but stayed up talking nonsense till the dawn. The pizza box, the altar we gathered on. Now the cardboard's greasy and the room is still. The last piece waits to test my will. Last piece of pizza, nobody else wanted you, but I see your value, yes I do. The box is empty, now the night is through. Last piece of pizza, I'm glad it was you. Last piece of pizza, the underdog supreme. The final chapter of a shared extreme. The satisfaction of finishing what we start. The last piece hitting different in the heart. It's funny what becomes a memory anchor. The smell of oregano, the kitchen's amber. The slightly crumpled napkins on the floor. The 3 a.m. knock on my front door when my best friend needed somewhere just to be. The pizza place delivered sympathy. In 30 minutes or your money back. But The therapy they brought was off the track. The menu couldn't list what we received. The balm for every burden we believed. The last piece sat there while we worked it out. Eventually neither of us had a doubt. Yeah, next time we order, we'll probably do the same. The joy is in the excess and the lack of shame. And when the box gets light and the night grows old, the last piece will still be there, brave and bold. A monument to friendship and to grease. A little cardboard box of inner peace. The crust will testify to what we shared. The last piece knowing that somebody cared. Last piece of pizza, nobody else wanted you, but I see a value, yes I do. The box is empty now, the night is through. Last piece of pizza, I'm glad it was you. Last piece of pizza, the underdog supreme. The final chapter of a shared extreme. The satisfaction in finishing what we start. The last piece hidden different in the heart. I close the box, the pizza's done, yeah. The memory of this night has just begun. I'll toss the cardboard, wash my hands, and then I'll wait till we can do this all again. Last piece, rest in peace. The basket's overflowing, can't delay. The spin cycle's calling, it's laundry day. The hum of the machine, the soapy smell. There's a certain kind of gospel in this household hell. Sorting whites from colors, the ancient art. A task that teaches you to play your part. In the small domestic rhythm of the week, the socks are missing partners, hide and seek. I pour the detergent, watch the bubbles rise. A miniature ocean before my eyes. The lid goes down, the water starts to churn. And suddenly I feel my shoulders turn. From tight to loose, from stress to something else. The washer's rhythm is a kind of spell. It doesn't ask for anything but time and quarters if you're living on the dime. Laundry day, washing away the dirt. The week's collection of effort and hurt. The spin cycle spinning my worries thin. Laundry day, let the cleansing begin. Laundry day, the most honest chore you'll find. The clothes come out cleaner and so does my mind. The rinse and repeat of a simpler way. I find my peace on laundry day. The laundromat on 3rd is my second home. The hiss of steam, the fluorescent chrome. The lady with the paperback romance. The old man folding with the careful stance. We're all here doing the same small thing. Restoring fabric to its former spring. The community of those who wash and dry. No conversation needed, just a nod aside. We understand the dignity of clean. The fresh start folded in a pair of jeans. The warmth of fabric from the dryer's breath. A small rebirth of victory over death. Laundry day, washing away the dirt. The week's collection of effort and hurt. The spin cycle spinning my worries thin. Laundry day, let the cleansing begin. Laundry day, the most honest chore you'll find. The clothes come out cleaner and so does my mind. The rinse and repeat of a simpler way. I find my peace on laundry day. Folding warm towels is a kind of prayer. The heat on my hands, the lavender air. The corners match, the edges crisp and neat. A tiny order that cannot be beat by any spreadsheet or accomplished goal. This is the yoga of the buttonhole. The meditation of the fitted sheet that never folds right, but I can't accept defeat. And when the basket's empty and the drawers are full, I stand back and feel the gentle pull of satisfaction in a job complete. From dirty laundry to a folded treat. Next week the basket will fill up again. The cycle's endless, but I'll call it friend. The dirt returns, that's the deal we make. Living means getting stained for goodness sake. But laundry day reminds me of the truth that nothing's permanent, not even youth. And everything can be refreshed and clean. The washer is the closest I've ever been to redeem. Laundry day, washing away the dirt. The week's collection of effort and hurt. The spin cycle spinning my worries thin. Laundry day, let the cleansing begin. Laundry day, the most honest joy you'll find. The clothes come out cleaner and so does my mind. The rinse and repeat of a simpler way. I find my peace on laundry day. The last sock match, the machine goes still. The laundry's done, the silence fills the room with satisfaction I can't explain. Until next week, when we do this all again. Laundry day, I'm okay. The sun's been down for hours now, but the streetlights got my back somehow. A pool of amber on the avenue. The night's on spotlight, steady and true. Yeah, I'm walking home from somewhere I don't need to name. The streetlights guide me like a video game. Each pool of light a checkpoint that I pass. The darkness in between it doesn't last. The moths are dancing in the sodium gleam. A tiny rave, a little winged dream. They don't know why they're drawn up to the light, and neither do I, but it feels so right. The sidewalk glistens from a recent rain. The streetlight doubles in the wet terrain. A mirror world beneath my moving feet, where every bulb and I can finally meet. Streetlight glow, leading me home tonight. The amber beacon in the urban night. Every block a chapter, every light a friend. The streetlights guide me till the journey's end. Streetlight glow, the city's nervous system. You flicker once and then you got my attention. The hum of electricity in the pole. The streetlights got my soul. At this hour the streets belong to different crowds. The shift workers, the dreamers in the clouds. The insomniacs who gave up on their beds. The poets with the verses in their heads. We share the sidewalk under orange light, a silent fellowship of the night. The streetlight doesn't judge our reasons why. We're all just moving underneath the sky. It shines the same on Prince and Papa too, on happy, drunk and lonely revenue. Democracy of photons raining down on every corner of this sleepy town. Streetlight glow, leading me home tonight. The amber beacon in the urban night. Every block a chapter, every light a friend. The streetlights guide me till the journey's end. Streetlight glow, the city's nervous system. You flicker once and then you got my attention. The hum of electricity in the pole. The streetlights got my soul. There's one that flickers near the corner store. Been doing it since I was 24. The owner says the city won't replace the bulb, that sky, the personality and face. I kinda love its unpredictable blink. It makes me stop, it makes me really think about the things we call defective in our lives. That actually are how the spirit thrives. The flicker is a signature, a quirk. The street light teaching me that flaws can work to make the ordinary magical and strange. The street light flickers and I rearrange. Daughters come and the sky begins to pale. The streetlights know the shift is about to fail. They'll click off one by one without a sound, returning guardianship to solid ground. But they'll be back when evening comes again, reliable as any childhood friend. And I'll be walking through their amber rain. The streetlight cycle spinning in my brain. Streetlight glow, leading me home tonight. The amber beacon in the urban night. Every block a chapter, every light a friend. The streetlights guide me till the journey's end. Streetlight glow, the city's nervous system. You flicker once and then you've got my attention. The hum of electricity in the pole. The streetlights got my soul. I reach my door, the nearest bulb says hi. A wink of light before I step inside. The streetlight stays on post, its vigil kept, while I climb into bed and finally accept. The night is over, but the glow remains, running through my city's glowing veins. Streetlight glow. The afternoon light cuts across the room, a beam of gold dispelling gloom, and in that beam a million tiny flecks dancing slowly, no need to flex. I'm lying on the rug, just watching them float. The dust motes moving like a tiny boat on an ocean made of sunlight and of air, going nowhere but getting there. Without a hurry, without a plan or map, the dust just dances in the sunlit gap between the curtain and the window frame. And I'm reminded that I should do the same. Not every movement needs a destination. The dust has mastered the art of patience. It rises, falls, it swirls without a care. A ballet performance on the living room air. Dust dancing in sunlight, a lesson in slow. The smallest things putting on a show. No ticket needed, no dress code, no crowd. Just the dust and the light and the quiet out loud. Dust dancing in sunlight, I could watch for years. The choreography calming all my fears. The world is spinning wild outside the glass, but in here, the dust just lets it pass. My mom will call this lazy, and she's right. But something sacred happens in this light. The dust becomes a teacher without words, more honest than the ones I overheard in lecture halls and conference rooms and bars. The wisdom of the dust puts out the stars of ego and ambition, of the need, the drive to plan and cultivate the seed. Sometimes the seed just needs to sit and wait. The dust knows when it's early, when it's late, to move, to fall, to rise on current's whim. The dust is dancing and I follow him. Dust dancing in sunlight, a lesson in slow. The smallest things putting on a show. No ticket needed, no dress code, no crowd. Just the dust and the light and the quiet out loud. Dust dancing in sunlight, I could watch for years. The choreography calming all my fears. The world is spinning wild outside the glass, but in here, the dust just lets it pass. I used to vacuum every speck away. The enemy was dust, or so they'd say. The cleaning product ads would have me think that visible dust meant my life would sink. But now I see the beauty in the grain, the tiny particles that still remain. After all my effort to control, the dust reminds me you are not the whole of what exists. You're just a larger speck, dancing in a beam upon the deck of a ship that sails through cosmic seas unknown. The dust and I are not so different grown. The sun shifts lower, the beam begins to fade. The dust moves slow, they're dancing unafraid. They'll be here tomorrow when the light returns. A silent wisdom that the daytime earns. I rise up from the rug, my joints protest, but something in my chest has been addressed. The dust has settled in, so have I, under the quiet, patient sky. Dust dancing in sunlight, a lesson in slow. The smallest things putting on a show. No ticket needed, no dress code, no crowd. Just the dust and the light and the quiet out loud. Dust dancing in sunlight, I could watch for years. The choreography calming all my fears. The world is spinning wild outside the glass, but in here, the dust just lets it pass. The room goes dim, the dance is done. The dust motes vanish one by one, but they'll be back tomorrow, same sunbeam, and I'll be here, still chasing the dream that the dust already knows is real. The dance, the light, the peace I feel. Covers peeling at the edge, The spine is broken, pages wedge against each other, dog-eared and stained. But this notebook holds what I've contained. Bought it for $1 at the corner shop. Didn't know then that it would never stop. Collecting fragments of my scattered brain. The grocery list, the verses, the pain. The phone numbers of people I don't call. The doodles in the margin through it all. A coffee ring from that December morning when I wrote the poem that became a warning to myself about the path I almost took. The ink bled through, you can still look at the ghost of those words on the other side. The battered notebook has nothing to hide. Battered notebook, keeper of my years. The half-formed thoughts, the uninvited tears. The scribbled dreams, the scratched out fears. The battered notebook knows what disappears. Battered notebook, you've seen every draft of the person I'm becoming front to aft. The page is yellow but the words stay true. The battered notebook's got the clearest view. There's a page where I tried to write a song. The rhymes are weak, the meter's all wrong. But looking back, I don't cringe at the try. I see a younger me refusing to comply with the voice that said you're not a writer, stop. He kept going, he reached the mountaintop of finishing a verse, however flawed. The notebook held him up and he applauded the effort, not the outcome, that's the key. The notebook taught me just let it be. Whatever comes out, whatever spills, the notebook receives it without frills. Battered notebook, keeper of my years. The half-formed thoughts, the uninvited tears. The scribbled dreams, the scratched out fears. The battered notebook knows what disappears. Battered notebook, you've seen every draft of the person I'm becoming front to aft. The page is yellow but the words stay true. The battered notebook's got the clearest view. I flip to the back where the pages are clean. A frontier, a white, a future scene. Waiting for whatever I'll become. The notebook's patient, it doesn't drum. Its fingers on the table, tapping for results. It knows that creativity has its own codes and rituals and rhythms that can't be rushed. The notebook's faith in me is never hushed. It waits on the nightstand, pen tucked inside, ready for the midnight when I can't hide from the urge to capture something fleeting rare. The notebook opens and the world is fair. Someday the pages will all be used, the cover fully torn, the spine abused, and I'll retire it to a shelf of honor among the other notebooks that I've conquered. But until then, the pen keeps scratching on the battered notebook, loyal as the dawn, collecting evidence that I was here in ballpoint pencil and the occasional tear. Battered notebook, keeper of my years. The half-formed thoughts, the uninvited tears. The scribbled dreams, the scratched out fears. The battered notebook knows what disappears. Battered notebook, you've seen every draft of the person I'm becoming front to aft. The page is yellow but the words stay true. The battered notebooks got the clearest view. I close the cover gently, not a slam. The notebook rests against my open palm. A little lighter than when I began, a little fuller of the measured man. Battered notebook, battered me. Still writing, still free. Fluorescent hum, the sliding door. The same old bell that I ignore. The aisles narrow, the choice is few, but the corner store knows what I'm going through. Yeah. The clerk is reading something on his phone, doesn't look up. I'm well enough known by now to just be trusted with the shelves. The corner store accepts all former selves. The student buying ramen in the dream. The taxi driver grabbing caffeine. The nurse just off a 12-hour overnight. The corner corner store is open for the fight. The freezer hums a tune I recognize. The snack aisles got the same familiar eyes of every late night mission I've been on. The corner store is open till the dawn. Corner store at midnight, fluorescent church, the last stop before the endless search for meaning in the bottom of a chip bag. The corner store doesn't make you brag. Corner store at midnight, the world's reduced to aisles of comfort, simple and loose from the pressure of the daytime performance art. The corner store at midnight knows my heart. The corner store at midnight knows my heart. The slushy machine is broken yet again. A sign taped on it with a ballpoint pen says out of order since who knows when. But somehow that's the charm that sucks me in. The imperfection of the corner store, the sticky floor, the slightly crooked door. The inventory's always just a bit behind. The brands you recognize are hard to find, but that's the point, it's not about the stuff. The corner store provides a different buff against the loneliness of 2 a.m. The corner store says I'm still hearing them. Corner store at midnight, fluorescent church, the last stop before the endless search for meaning in the bottom of a chip bag. The corner store doesn't make you brag. Corner store at midnight, the world's reduced to aisles of comfort, simple and loose from the pressure of the daytime performance art. The corner store at midnight knows my heart. I grab a drink I don't really need. The corner store provides a different fee than grocery chains with membership rewards. The corner store just opens up its doors to anyone who's wandering at night, who needs a little artificial light to remind them that the world's still operational, that small transactions are still rational. The clerk brings up my solitary find, a bottle of tea and some peace of mind. The total small, the change goes in the jar. The corner store is where my people are. One day the building might be sold and torn, another condo where the store was born. But tonight the sign is flickering its glow, the open letters putting on a show. And I'm just grateful for the space it carved, for all the nighttime souls it's kept from starving. Not for food, but for community. The corner store's a tiny unity. Corner store at midnight, fluorescent church, the last stop before the endless search for meaning in the bottom of a chip bag. The corner store doesn't make you brag. Corner store at midnight, the world's reduced to aisles of comfort, simple and loose from the pressure of the daytime performance art. The corner store at midnight knows my heart. I push the door, the bell announces my retreat. The clerk looks up, our eyes discreetly meet. A nod, a half smile, nothing more to say. The corner store has done its work today. I'll be back tomorrow, maybe if the night needs another dose of fluorescent light. Corner store, my midnight friend. The to-do list is still on the table. The unchecked boxes, the ancient fable of productivity I'll chase someday. Tonight the list can fade away. I've been running on the hamster wheel for weeks, the kind of tired that nobody speaks, the bone deep kind, the soul fatigue, the kind that turns a grown man to a league of one just trying to stay upright. The finish line keeps moving out of sight, but something shifted when the sun went down. A quiet mutiny against the crown of obligations I placed on my own head. The email drafts can stay unread, the laundry basket can overflow, the garden of my mind needs room to grow. Tomorrow can wait, tonight is all I've got. The clock can keep ticking, but I cannot be bothered with the pressure and the pace. Tomorrow can wait. I'm claiming my can't wait, the deadlines can breathe. The world won't end if I take my leave from the rat race for a single night. Tomorrow can't wait, I'll be alright. They say you gotta grind to make it far, but sometimes grinding leaves you where you are, with less of who you were when you began. The hamster wheel's a pyramid scam that sells you on a future made to go, while stealing every present you could hold. I'm not saying I'm dropping out the game, just saying tonight I'm too tired to claim any prize, any trophy, any win. Tonight I'm letting the surrender in, and finding that it's not surrender really, it's just acknowledging I'm human freely. Tomorrow can't wait, tonight is all I've got. The clock can keep ticking, but I cannot be bothered with the pressure and the pace. Tomorrow can't wait, I'm claiming my space. Tomorrow can't wait, the deadlines can breathe. The world won't end if I take my lead from the rat race for a single night. Tomorrow can't wait, I'll be alright. The moon outside my window doesn't stress about reflecting the sun's light with finesse. It just does what it does, it waxes wanes. The universe doesn't track its gains, and loss is just emotion in the tide. So why do I let my worth be tied to metrics that were made up by some guy? The moon says let the expectation die and just exist for one rotation more. The moon has seen it all before, the rise and fall, the panic and the peace. The lunar patience offers its release. Dawn will come and I'll put my armor on. The to-do list will still be there at dawn, but tonight I've signed a temporary truce with the enemy that is my own overuse. The me of tomorrow can handle his own fight. Tonight I'm giving up the good fight, right? The pillow's call, the blanket opens wide. Tomorrow can wait, I'm stepping aside. Tonight is all I've got. The clock can keep ticking, but I cannot be bothered with the pressure and the pace. Tomorrow can't wait, I'm claiming my space. Tomorrow can't wait, the deadlines can breathe. The world won't end if I take my lead from the rat race for a single night. Tomorrow can't wait, I'll be alright. The list is folded, tucked away from view. The pen is capped, the laptop sleeping too. I close my eyes, the room is soft and still. Tomorrow can't wait, and it always will. Tomorrow can't wait.